Hey everybody, we're gonna get going in about 1 minute. Actually, right now it just ticked to 4:30. So this is Chris from Right Is Game, and without further ado, we're gonna take a look at Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I have the character select screen here because I really think that character selection in RPGs or character creation is really important. A lot of people like to customize their character and make something more than just generic. A really hit game right now, Valheim, has really just two character models, more masculine form, more feminine form, and that's about it. I think other than hair and beards. So yeah, a little bit of customization, but not a ton. This looks like it may have a whole bunch more. Definitely a different style game. I don't know if Solasta is considered survival on any level. I don't think so. I've really done very little research on this because I like to just dive in clean. It does have a tag on Steam that says, Dungeons and Dragons. So I don't know if that's what people looking for that are going to find this. These are some pre-made characters, but let's go ahead and take a look. If I click on personal, there are no personal characters. Sorry, the same games sound is coming in and out. That's due to me clicking on my service to help with streaming and adjusting things like volume and whatnot. Anyway, so new characters. I want to create a new character. I want to see what is available. It looks like lineages may be a thing, and maybe something you unlock. High Elves are the descendants of the people who rule Solasta for centuries. They are trained to use magic very early and have a gift for languages. They receive their traditional martial training of their people with bows, swords and bows. So probably fantastic general race to choose because swords are for myself at least, highly chosen. I would almost say coveted, but not really. Like chosen weapon to use, sword and board, that sort of thing. Let's take a look at these guys. Half-elves. Offspring of the human refugees from Tirmar and the Solastan elves. Half-elves have the strength of their parents, versatile, charismatic, gifted with dark vision and fate ancestry. They're always torn between the two cultures. I love the description for half-elves, but as an adventurer, do you really care? Like, you're doing your thing. NPCs or the world may reject you or like you as they will. You're still going to do your thing. A marsh halfling have lived in the tradition of their ancestors who used to move, fight, and even sleep in swamp terrain. They're particularly sturdy compared to their island cousins, which we don't have an option for right now, while being generally less likable and certainly no less courageous. I don't know, but generally less likable and certainly no less courageous. I don't really know how those tie together as a idea for the sentence, but that's okay. Hill dwarves, naturally skilled miners, craftsmen, gifted with keen senses, deep intuition, remarkable resilience. So probably a good crafting race if you want like a secondary or even a primary to do crafting and generate items. Humans, probably, let me guess, they do everything, but not as well as other people. They live anywhere and take any job. They are versatile above all else. Let's go half-elf. Half-elf's one of my favorites. And we're going to go male. I'm going to recreate one of my favorite characters here. 6 is the move. This might be strategic. I was kind of hoping to be a little more like Diablo, but we'll see. So this description is literally right out of D&D. So I wonder if they got rights or not, but either way. Saving throw advantage against charm, immune to magic, literally straight from D&D. And +2 charisma, also important for paladin and sorcerer. Total class selection. I have a feeling the one I want will not be on here. A character class determines professions, but granting specific features listed on the right. New powers and even subclasses are granted higher levels of experience. If this is based off D&D, I so want the Artificer. The Artificer's probably not going to be an option. So, who would make kind of a rogue? I suppose. Rogues aren't usually the best for soloing. Trained survivalists, fierce in battle, stealthy hunters, excellent trackers and archers. They also have some spell casting ability. Wizards are boomkins, rogues, launch deadly sneak attacks, weapons, armor, divine powers, and clerical spells. In D&D, clerics are like a rock solid class, probably the most versatile and best class in the game. So, out of all of these, though, I'd probably go Ranger. Favored enemy. In the beginning, you probably want Beast. Natural Explorer. I'm going to go with Grasslands. Scale Mill, Longbow, Dungeoneer's Pack, Short Sword, Arrows. Sounds good to me. Fighting style, Spellcaster. Yeah, this is absolutely Dungeons and Dragons, which is fantastic. Alright, choosing a background. This will give you some equipment, proficiencies, the ability to select personal flags. I don't know what that means. The alignment determines the moral affinity of your character. A lot of people in D&D don't like the alignment system. I think it's a guideline of how your character sees the world, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can always choose to deviate from that based on your choices, right? It's not a shackle. It's a alignment to a disposition. The resulting personality summarized in the bottom left of the screen, based on the things you do. I assume choice. Okay, so I'm playing a ranger. I'm probably not going to go... Spent years working as a low-level diplomatic aide, learning the tricks and spycraft between the principality. You've chosen not to take sides and never become an official spy, but you have retained the skills necessary for your emancipation. Okay, so this is going to be books. This is going to be... some roguish stuff, which is good for sneaking. This gives you possibly some privilege perks. This will give you... I don't remember the background that's similar to Lawkeeper. Acolyte, again, history, that kind of thing likely. Academic, possibly like arcane, that sort of thing. I'm going to go with probably spy, because why not? Egotism. Chaotic good. I do like the chaotic good alignment. Choose two. These two seem at opposition, so I'm going to choose them. Because, hey, that's how it goes sometimes. And why can I not move forward? Noble Garb. Poisoner's Kit. Very nice, very nice. Wasn't this 6 a minute ago? Alright, so a little bit of feedback. If I can't click next, you must choose personality flags for your select book. I did. 1, 2 personality flags. Okay. I guess these two as well. This is to do with the spy background, and this is to do... What? Okay. Okay, 2 from here, 2 from here. I thought it was just 2 total. my confusion. See, because when you choose this, it opens up this, and yes, it does put some words here, but I didn't think it was very clear to prompt this. If it's going to open a new window, then generally you're interacting with a new window, but that's maybe just my way of doing things in my brain. Ability scores, 6 attributes. Well familiar with these from D&D. Looks like we have a reasonable strength, good constitution. None of these are bad stats. They're all like at least +1. Okay, but that's not necessarily my stats. Aha, okay, I understand. Dice rolls or point by. I don't know, how many times can I roll the dice? $14, $12, $12, $8, $7, $7. Oh my, that's not bad. That's even better. I'm gonna go with that. Constitution, you always need hit points. Strength. Dexterity. Actually, let's do this. Depending on my weapons, I might want to do that. Still both +2. This will go up to +3 a little bit faster. Okay, so I can increase anything by 1 point each. So let's go Dex and Constitution. This stage lets you acquire proficiency in various fields of expertise. Your class and ancestry determine a set or proficiencies and a range of options to choose from. Right side of the screen lets you choose your proficiencies by type. In Origin, you must spend all your points before you can proceed. Maybe I just need to read the tutorial a bit more. Most attacks and ability checks use your proficiency bonus to determine your efficiency. This bonus starts at +2 and increases at level 5, 9, etc. Understood. Okay, so I have ancestry skills. Choose 2 skills, then class, then languages, then backgrounds. Are these chosen? Is that what's going on here? Hope that it's already chosen for me, like stealth. But I'm gonna go with athletics. It seems to be a important one. And survival. Class skills. How come I can't choose stealth? Perception's important. Nature's a pretty good one. Do I get it automatically? I don't understand. It's on the list. It's in the thing. But my clicking is not working. I want stealth and nature. Insight? Insight? I guess, yeah. Okay. I also would have, chosen Poisoner's Cat. Ancestry languages. Terran is like Earth Elementals, Goblin, Halfling, Orcish, Giant, probably all of those. Old Temerian. Spies, Codebook. Looks like I have these already. It's always good to know your enemy. In the plains, I'm going to go with Goblins. Or not. Elvish, Dwarvish by hitting the auto button. Let's go next. I don't want to be tripped up on this too much. Identity file stages allows your character to customize the appearance and identity of your character. Freely select all available options. Alright, so do I need a family name? What would I? Wanu. I don't know why Wanu, but there we go. Let's change the face. Here we go. And skin tone. That's like dark elf, maybe? Maybe. Depends on the kind of elf you are, I suppose. Let's go with that one. Hair. There's some differences. Not bad, though. All a little different. Let's stick with number one. Hair color. Gotta have blue hair. Eye color. How buff can we get? Of course we want to be buff, but we're not 20 strength, so let's go down to about here. Age. It's like an age spell right there. Boom! 10 years.
Looks like you've done that all your life. Too easy.
You're not too rusty.
That one didn't even fight back.
Okay, these sound an awful lot like Neverwinter Nights voices. Additional backstory. I'm an enigma wrapped in a riddle. I don't want to put that out there. So, ooh, license. Cool. This is probably the Dungeons and Dragons open license, which is maybe how they are able to do this. Let's do it. Level up. How did I? Is that what? I'm glad we get to test it out, but at the same token, I didn't expect that. Archery, defense, dueling. We're gonna go with that. Class cantrips. Looks like I get some spells of leveling up. Main spells. Okay. Well, first off, Cure Wounds is a must. Detect Magic is always useful, but no. How do I go back? How do I deselect? Cancel. Yeah, okay. Character. You. How do we play? New adventure. This screen allows you to start a new campaign known as Campaign in the World of Solasta. More campaigns are planned after the release of the game. You have to select 4 level 1 characters to start the campaign. So we're gonna go with many of the people. Alright. So 1. We're gonna get a tank. Let's choose a paladin. Ooh, you know what we don't have here? Oh, we do. Cleric. Told you they are amazing. Casting spells consume spell slots. Most classes regain their spell slots after a long rest. So if you have somebody who doesn't play D&D, this might be a really good way for them to kind of learn the rules. Whether they're leveling up and making certain choices, you're taking things at a bite-sized pace. Click or press any key to start.
Before the cataclysm, there were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The cataclysm destroyed the old High Elf Empire. Manacalon, they called it, and twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
1024 AC is a time of political tension between the Principality of Masgarth and its neighbors. The Legacy Council stands as a neutral organization with representatives from all of the Eastern Kingdoms. It has issued a call for hired adventurers to bolster its efforts to explore the perilous Badlands. A valiant group gathers at the Gravekeep's Cask Inn, ready to take up the challenge.
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Hope I'm not too late. Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here.
Take a load off. There's plenty of donkey piss to go round.
If you're here for the council job, get in line. Though if this Lord Karen doesn't show up soon, I may go looking for him.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
Looks like you've been waiting here a while.
We do what we have to. Oh, what's this trouble you were telling us about?
Well, I was making my way here when 3 bandits leapt out of the bushes with crossbows. They dragged me off to some decrepit prison and tossed me in a filthy cell that smelled of rat piss. Don't know what was holding the place up.
Your first adventure is your history. New quest started. Escape the bandits' prison, find a way out. Escape the bandits' prison, find a way out. Ooh, this is your mini-map, I'm assuming. Not a whole lot revealed right here. Toggle the horizontal plane on and off for movement destination selection. Okay, so this is WASD is moving around the camera. Left click for basic movement. Select your character, do your movement. You may run across forbidden signs if you can't click there. So this is going to be like Baldur's Gate 3, where it's round-based, I'm assuming, unless, at least in combat. Right-click and drag to rotate the camera view and change your perspective. You can also use Q and E, WSD, to move the cameras around. Yep, figured that one out already a little bit. That's good. Well, what if I want to interact with the chain? What if I want to search things? No path to destination. Click on the journal button to open the quest log. You can also hit J, I believe. The log lists your current objective, which you must complete in order to move the quest forward. You may also have other optional objectives. The log also gives you hints and context to help you understand the subtleties of your quest. J. Okay. Great, that's some text. Not a whole lot here. Quest log, escape the bandits' prison. Bestiary, we don't know anything yet. Factions, ooh. I'm indifferent. I have a bit of sympathy with the Principality of Masgarth. Everybody else doesn't quite care for me one way or the other. I don't think I need to know all of that. Okay. I'm looking for something useful, of course. Gear, weapons. Crawling. To crawl through a hole, click on the other side. You can get a better view of the other side by rotating the camera. You'll automatically kneel and stand up as appropriate. After moving the camera around to examine your surroundings, you can center the character and follow them. Press either, double-clicking the character's portrait or pressing tab. Use either, I suppose, is probably more correct. That's not right. Yeah, I click to examine this object. I thought it said click on the other side. But okay. No path. The door's open. Nope, nothing useful here. Oh, maybe. See the hand? Primary. I don't need it as a half elf, but yes, I suppose. Maybe I can hit somebody with it. Maybe. Nothing in the barrels. Highlighted elements are interactive. The cursor indicates an action that can be performed by opening, pushing, activating, lockpicking. If an action requires a dice roll, the difficulty class will be displayed. So how difficult it is, beat that number, meet that number, or beat that number. Huh. Look at that. Interesting. He's going to jump. All on his lonesome. Climbing and jumping. To jump or climb, simply click the destination. Depending on your character's strength and proficiency with athletics, you can jump between 2 and 5 cells. You can always jump over 2 cells, drop down 3 cells, and climb up 1 cell, or climb up easy surfaces like ladders or rope without any trouble. A character with strength below 15 has no proficiency, in athletics, cannot jump far enough to reach the chest. A fighter with strength 15 to 20 can jump across 3 cells, so a character with strength 11 to 14 plus proficiency in athletics. So can, yeah, it'd be good if I could read. In general, the critical path is always open to characters with superior physical abilities. However, optional loot is sometimes harder to reach. Don't give up, though. You may find another way to get to this chest. I have athletics, I think. That double click put it there, as I thought it would. Okay, now there is these, and that could possibly lead somewhere else, or okay, so that might be to get into here, but I can't go back. No path to destination. I failed, but I still made it. This seems actually well done and a lot of fun, and it looks good. And based on the amazing game Dungeons & Dragons, really can't argue with that. This is different handheld, I was going to say items, but like, what's in your left hand, what's in your right hand, you can kind of predetermine. And shoulder block. Anything over here? No? Don't burn yourself with that torch. That would get nasty. This would be the other way to the chest. Aha! I don't need to go that way though. Oh. What? Did I smush somebody? Or was that my character making noises? Very kind of them to leave their loot all over. Looting and inventory management. Click on the chest or other container to loot it. Everything you carry affects your weight gauge, so be wary of reaching your weight limit, as this will slow you down a lot. Equipment and light sources must be placed in the appropriate slots before they can be used. Some items can stack in the same cell on your inventory. The maximum number of units depends on the item. To split a stack, drag and drop the stack to an empty cell while holding down the shift key. This will take 1 unit from the stack. Good to know. Okay, looks like this is all my gear. Or I now have gear? I'm confused. This is a torch, this is a torch, this is a craftic basic poison document. Antitoxin, very nice. Scale mail. Oh, wait, that's what I've got on apparently now. Versus noble garb. Poisoner's kit. Arrow times 8. 8, 9. Can I do this? Can I make it 10? No? They look to be the same, but apparently not. My scale mail. My backpack. Short sword. Short. Do I have 2? Yes, awesome. Longbow, fantastic. Torch. Not bad for the gear. Scale mail plus some stuff, looking pretty funky. Character. Ranger, spy, proficiencies. I do have athletics, acrobatics, stealth, nice. Well, I don't know. Just because it shows that as an option doesn't mean I have it, but it is +5. Simple, martial, light, medium. So I don't have heavy. I might get it eventually. Clothes. 10 hours of play. I wonder what level you can get to with 10 hours of play. Recover your equipment. Open the door to escape. What if I want to, like, wreak a little havoc first? I mean, they did kidnap me. It's only fair play.
Nice move. That trick with the ball. Glad you're no worse for wear. My flagon is empty of ale, and Lord Karen still isn't here.
Have another ale. It's not like you have anywhere better to be.
Well, let me tell you my story. I too was accosted on the way here, but I faced my foes head on.
Let's hear it then. Don't be shy.
So far, I'm glad I picked this up. Wolves. A battle starts. Cross the bridge, escape the wolves. Can I just beat the wolves? Dashing. Move to a point in the yellow area. Uses your main action to dash. Moving to a point in the yellow. So imagine if you measure out. Dash doubles your maximum movement for the turn. However, you cannot use your action to attack or cast a spell. Remember, you can move normally and then decide whether to dash further or to use your action for something else. Understood. So this is the normal movement. And this would be the dash. I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. What is a cross? This would be a cross. Dash. Get rid of the wolves. Oh, end turn. Aha! See, if they dash too, if they have similar movement, they won't be able to attack. But that wolf was close enough. To attack an enemy using your default weapon, mouse click over them and left click. You can also cast an attack spell or switch weapon configurations and use another weapon, a ranged one for example. Depending on the character, some special abilities are also available. Shoving. You can try to shove an enemy back or down. Select shove and choose from the available options. If you shove an enemy backwards into a pit, they'll fall. If you shove an enemy down, they'll be prone, remaining vulnerable until they spend movement points to stand back up. So in this particular case, for example, I could use shove to push this guy. Hold Alt for more information. Okay. AC 11, 4 hit points, not all that much really. I want to push away. I don't know why. Several things to figure that out, but alright. And I'm going to move here. Opportunity attack because I moved. I am liking this. I love that they have their own dungeon builder coming up. Alright, clicking dodge uses your main action and provides the following benefits. Until the start of your turn, all attackers you can see have disadvantage on the rolls to hit, and you have advantage on dexterity saving throws. I was hoping they'd go here so I could push them. But apparently no. It's not going to do it. Disengage and push the rock. Well, I did not disengage. That is true. To avoid the opportunity attack, you can use your disengage action. For the rest of your turn, you can move close to enemies freely without any risk of opportunity attacks. Disengage uses your main action, though, so you won't be able to attack or dash during this turn. A battle starts. I got initiative. I figured that was done on purpose. Disengage. And we're going to go here. And I'm going to do this. Well, that was dramatic. But I could use that bridge. Wolfhead.
That's right, mate. It's always good to be lucky.
The Badlands are thick with them. Shape-shifting bastards.
Never mind him. He's just another drunk scavenger.
Aren't all drunks basically stupid?
Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
What?
High in the hills.
Why does he have swirling green around him?
I left the main road to find a shorter way through, and I was making good time when I dropped through a sodding sinkhole into a cave. Oh, I must have fallen on my wrong side.
Tutorial, lighting and light sources. In Solasta, you will explore deep, dark places without natural light sources. It makes exploration and combat harder, especially for characters without dark vision. You can equip torches or cast light spells to reveal your environment for your whole group. Now, in Dungeons and Dragons, at least, your dark vision can help you see, but you get a negative or a detriment when trying to find items like secret doors and that sort of thing. So, having light sources is still a benefit. Lighted items. You can light flammable items like torches or on holders by interacting with them while holding a torch, or by casting a flaming spell on them like the cantrip Fire Bolt, possibly even Fireball. Okay, well, do I have anything here to interact with? No. I'm going to climb down. Let's get a better look at this. Okay, so there's a cage. I'm assuming that my character just happened to fall into a cave of some sort. But can't go this way because it's too dark or something. Light your way. You have fallen into a dark cave. Cast a light cantrip. Oh, well, that would make sense. What? What? Cast spell. Light. Now I'm confused. Scroll of Revivify, Ration Pouch, Crafting Scroll of Cure Wounds. Ooh, I like this already. I like the crafting part. Cast Spell. Hold Alt for more info. Yes, I don't want to abort. These are first level spells. These are cantrips. I still don't understand what's going on here. Cleric spells. Select an equipped item to apply this effect. Oh, hey, okay. Reading is good. Let's go with the shield. Bing. Doesn't seem to make much difference no matter what I chose. Light the 2 torches. Need a flaming item. Sacred Flame. Did not work. This is not typically fire damage, it's typically something else. Bane. Bless. Okay, so it's not spell driven. Which means there's gotta be something here that I can interact with. Because if I don't have a torch, do I have a torch? Ah! No, that's right clicking that does that, by the way.
We bring light in darkness.
I don't know why I couldn't put it in my primary hand, but part of their deal, I guess. History, nice.
Orcs. Clearly I've been punished for leaving the road. Now to seek redemption.
Why is the earth shifting like that? Did you see that over here? Examine the totem, explore further. Playing a human? Dwarf? I don't really know. Healing. If your character can cast healing spells, like a cleric for instance, press the cast spell button and select a spell in order to recover lost hit points. You can also use a potion found in nearby loot. Open the inventory and right click on the potion to use it. Okay, am I healing somebody? Am I healing myself? Is there a trap? I don't understand. Because I have not taken any damage. Maybe I will. Sometimes hitting Alt reveals things like this chest. Why not take some rations? Loot all. I should just have hit that, but that's alright. Eh. Cautious mode. Activating cautious mode makes you slower, but grants 2 benefits. Hidden objects and traps are easier to find, and you are harder for enemies to spot. When an enemy starts to notice your presence, a gauge appears above their head, giving you time to react and return to hiding. Remain 3 cells above the enemy in this mode, and you can't be detected. How does one go? Cautious. Cautious. Alright, so I'm supposed to make sure I can see them. Wait for this person to get out of that corner, maybe? Oh, sure. Are they playing rock, paper, scissors? A little bit of weird blurred effect there. Cross the river. That question. What skills does she have? Athletics. Okay, good. What's going on here?
Worse. Looks like this is the only way out. Just need to be patient. Can't stay there forever.
To recover hit points, special abilities, and spells, you must take a long rest. To do so, you need to gather your party around a safe place and have one ration of food per party member. Safe places are represented by a campfire. They're also shown on the location map. Preparing spells. Many spellcasters know more spells than they can recall at a given time. Prepared spells represent those a character can use by spending spell slots. Check your hero's list of known spells and choose which ones you want to prepare. Spells that are not prepared cannot be cast. Many characters know more spells than they can prepare, so choose carefully for the given situation. I don't think I need to do that. I have tons of spells. So I'm gonna get on out of here. Wait for the orcs to leave. And then what? Oh, haha, that's an exit. So that's supposed to be safe somehow? Well, there's water. Unknown. Unknown. We don't know anything about the orcs. What if I can just sneak past them? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm a little curious by what it means for the orcs leaving. I also don't need the light, I don't think. It seems to take a while, or I'm missing something. Alt. Fire. I think I have to try to sneak past them. As a tutorial, the instructions would be a little... What is this? Oh, okay. It would be a little clearer. Could be a little clearer. Sneak past the orcs, but like wait for them to leave. They're not going out the hole or something. Maybe that's because I have to come down here. Four on one. I could totally take him. I don't know. Let's try this and see if the orcs leave. Full hit points, spells back, wonderful. Oh, okay. Didn't really give any indication that you used a spell or really had a reason to take a long rest, other than the tutorial kind of told you to.
I would have slaughtered every one of those green-skinned monsters.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink.
I'm beginning to think Lord Karen might be a mythical creature.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have a good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business.
You can't have a true friendship without trust. What are you hiding?
Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine, and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
Oh, that's not good.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral.
Looks like the halfling's beard's a little off.
Because you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
It's a fashion statement. It's a personal choice. Recover the stolen gem. Enter the fort. Well, what do we have going on here? Use cautious mode to move stealthily. Enemies can hear you if they cross your noise circle, and they will spot you as soon as you leave cautious mode. Your noise circle depends on your armor type and your stealth skill. Also, it's a good idea to avoid moving into an enemy's field of view while carrying a light source. Remain in cautious mode for the whole duration of this mission. You must make a stealth check if you attempt to attempt an object interaction while within hearing range of an enemy, such as opening a door or chest, or even pickpocketing, and you will remain undetected only if you succeed. Cautious mode also allows you to find and follow tracks. Cautious! Ooh! Is that because he's a rogue, or just people in general get tracks? Human tracks, probably bandits. They look quite fresh. Using the camera, right-click and drag to rotate the camera. I've been using Q and E, but I think that's probably just quicker, better option. Although maybe not quicker in this case. What's this? Thieves' tools? Could always use some thieves' tools. Because the bandit's your friend? There's a guard right there. Oh ho ho! Look at that! Crawl. Crawl, crawl, stagger, stagger, crawl. Alt. We got a door over here and a barrel over there. Based on where he is, it's kind of hard to know for sure. Lock picking. To try picking a lock, mouse over a locked door or chest and left click. If you select your whole party, the most skilled characters automatically chosen for the task. You must have thieves' tools in your inventory to try picking a lock. Being proficient with thieves' tools will help. Nice. 17. I want to stick to the shadows. Sleight of hand. If you're proficient with sleight of hand, you can attempt to pick. Give you a disadvantage on stealth checks. This is always risky, so think twice before trying it. You must be very stealthy to stand a chance. And why was I prompted for that? Is there an NPC of which to pick some pockets? The quartermaster. Let's see what's going on here. No. Nothing. Oh, what's with this? What's with this? Very strange. Find the treasure room. +7's a pretty good pickpocket roll. Picklock roll, pickpocket roll. Yeah, they both start with pick, yes. Close the door. Nice! Nice little thing. That's what I'm looking for. Just an additive. Ooh. I don't want to examine, I want to climb. Why down? Why can't I go up? There are vines, there's a thing. I don't know what that's called. Entranceway, but the floor. A window in this case, but I didn't know that. Nice, nice. And this is why rogues are amazing. Disarming traps. To disarm a trap, you must first detect it. If you try to open or lockpick a chest with a trap that you haven't detected, you'll only find out about the trap when you trigger it. To try disarming a trap, mouse over it and left click. You'll need to make a successful dexterity check. Thieves' tools will help if you are proficient with them. Some traps can only be disarmed by triggering them. If you fail to disarm a trap, you may trigger it or lock it, or simply need to try again. So not a very good trap. What? What? Quest failed. Where? Uh-huh. Escape from the fort. Back the way I came, I suppose. Oh, hey now.
There you are, you
Sometimes in the course of your adventure, some non-player characters may become critical. This means if you let them die, the game is over. Surprise attack. If you attack an enemy while undetected, you gain the advantage of surprise. This means you have advantage on your roll to hit, and your opponent cannot react before the next turn. If you're a rogue, your attack will be a sneak attack dealing additional damage. Battle starts. What's my initiative? Huh. Can I use a bow? Can I attack this guy here? Lone Shark. Boop. 16. Nice.
Are you four here to see Lord Karen?
Depends on who's asking.
Well, if you're here for Lord Karen of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
Then we're here at your service, sir.
Very good.
No reason to be rude.
Can you tell us more about the job? Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
We hear this is a mission for the council, but what is it exactly?
Dear Mareike, you don't know? I'll try to make it simple. Don't you know politics? The council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands.
What are the organizations you mentioned?
The council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcaneum, and the Circle of Denantar, and the Church of Einar guarantees fairness, led by Marshal Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Key.
Oh, good.
I think we know enough now. Thank you.
Are we going to work for you?
Not exactly, no. I'll be your contact with the Legacy Council, which you will serve as deputies. That's why we need to go there and get you sworn in.
Red tape, just hire us.
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Hurry up and wait. The story of my life.
When rolling an attack or ability check with advantage, 2 d20s are rolled and the better result is used. When rolling with disadvantage, the worst result is kept. So far, pretty well done. Sticks to the rules of D&D. A little busy with the UI, but that's what happens when you have lots of options. Options are great as long as it is fairly straightforward. Even the tripping points that I've had of just not knowing necessarily what to do next or where to click, that's all going to come with time, a little bit of experience with the game. All games have a learning curve. All in all, I'm really happy with the look, the feel, the ease of play. This is very similar to Baldur's Gate 3 and the fact that they're both 5th edition games. I'm assuming this is 5th edition because it plays just like 5th edition. But they're both 5th edition games. But for some reason, this is coming off a little easier in some ways. A little more clean. I'm not really sure why. Oh, and I have to click a button. Alright, so we have a new quest. However, I'm going to call it here and hope you've enjoyed this first look at... What's this game called again? Oh yes, Solasta. And I was hesitant to pick this up originally because I thought it was a little simplistic in plot, at least in the initial foray, and I didn't know it was D&D based. D&D based sells it for me absolutely. I want to see what people are doing with that game. with not just the game worlds or settings, but like how they're actually showing the game rules and the systems. And again, this seems very much like Baldur's Gate 3, but I might choose this one over that for one very distinct reason, which has nothing to do with gameplay. Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of very negative almost. Like, you start off in a bad situation, and everybody you talk to is kind of a schmuck. There's like one guy who's possibly a decent fellow, or comes off as a decent fella, and everybody else is hostile, distrustful. You have to win them over. And while, there's a certain degree of winning people over in life that you just met, first impressions matter, and why is everybody's first impression kind of negative? That is an interesting point. Whereas here, you're somebody with skills in demand. It's a much better positioning to say, hey, cool, I want to be part of this, and I want to see what happens next, rather than, you mean I have to go talk to another person who's going to just tell me in so many words to go away, and it's going to be less fun. So this was, let's get the word, Solasta, and if you want to check it out, it's on Steam right now. It is in early access, so they say they have about 10 hours of material to go through to try out the game and see the first leg of it, and then there's going to be more stuff added as time goes on. First, for the game to be completed, and then after that, perhaps there'll be more campaigns added as well. So, looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Hope you guys had fun with this, and if you have any questions, perhaps I can answer them, although I have not played through the whole 10 hours. Perhaps I can answer them, so leave them